Finally, we got a mama that is holding her child accountable. What it do, man? It's your man, Mailman. We right back at it, baby. Hey, look, I asked that y'all hit that like, subscribe, and follow button. Because that likes can turn into dollars, then subscribes turn into dollars. I'm able to take them dollars and invest it into the Can't Stop brand. We can grow that, and I can employ more people, man. So, hey, I thank everybody that comes on the channel to hear my opinion, to get my insight, to see how I feel about things, because you could be anywhere, but you came to the Mailman Show, so that means a lot to rock with me, man. But as always, I'm not going to hold y'all. We're going to jump right into the business, baby. Finally, we got a mama that is holding her child accountable. No excuses. No, that's my baby. No, that's no, oh, this ain't going to happen. She putting the fire to his eye. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. I respect it. And it's not that she don't love him, but she's teaching him real life accountability. Let's check this out, man. Let's check this out. I'm definitely gonna get y'all my.
You know the whole city of Chicago looking for you, right? You and your little friends. Because you was grown yesterday. You were grown. And you was going to jump somebody. So now they looking for you. You know that, right? You know I'm not helping you, right?
It takes a lot of love to be able to tell your child you messed up, and I'm gonna make you deal with it. Because don't nobody want to see their child hurt. Don't nobody want to see nothing happen to their child. But we also have to understand that if our child go do something to somebody else, that person that they did something to is somebody else's child too. So what makes my child better than your child? That doesn't justify my child like my child is some child that's much better, should be protected much better, should be given many passes for their actions because they're my child. And I respect what this mother is doing, because she's saying, hey, you want to go out there and make a grown man decision, so you're going to deal with grown man consequences. That's what comes with being a grown man, when all you have to do is be a child. Just be a child. See, what a lot of people don't understand is, or a lot of kids don't understand, is being a child is okay. That's what you're supposed to be. That's why you're born as a baby and you go through the stages. You can't skip a step. You can't skip being 1 month old and go directly to being 13. You got to do every day, every 24 hour of every day during your time, you got to do it. So you're going to have to go from being 1 month old to being 1 month and 1 day, 1 month and 2 days, or day one, you got to go on and on to your 6 months, to your year and a month. And you get what I'm saying. You can't skip a step. You got to follow the rules. And I had to learn that as a parent as well. Not as far as now, I always held my kids accountable. So that part has never been an issue. But my mistake was spoiling. I am giving you money that you didn't earn. I am allowing you the fruits of my labor, and you didn't even put the labor in to understand and respect what it took to get this money. So I'm giving you a shortcut, but you do not have the respect for the reason you're able to do the things that you can do. So I'm creating a financial monster to where you feel like you should be entitled to have these things. So that financial monster can revert to, you think, well, if I should have it financially, I should be able to say this too as well, and it ain't no consequences, so forth on. Our kids have to go through the same process that we went through. Now, I know I say on videos that you want to give your child a better opportunity and a leg up to have a head start at life. Yes, I'm not saying you should just throw your child out in the trenches. If you grew up in the hood and you saying, well, shoot, you saying they need to go through the same motions that you went, so you should just throw them out there and let them grow up out in the hood where you seen 100 shots and you seen people were getting robbed and it was dangerous. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if you have built a foundation and you're financially well off, then now when you have your child, you're not going to just give. If they say, hey, I want this toy, it's not just, oh, you get to get that toy just because you want that toy. It's saying, hey, all right, you want that toy? This is what you got to earn to do this. You're going to have to go do X, Y, Z, and you're going to have to do this in order to get that toy. If you can't do this, then you don't get that toy. Because I had to go to a job and deal with a boss that I didn't want to deal with in order to get the money that I had to get and be able to pay the rent that we have, for the roof over our head, the food that goes in your mouth, and the clothes that go on your back for you to go to school. So your job, I'm gonna teach you now ahead of time. So if you 4, 5, 6, I'm talking about young, you start them young. You gotta understand, you have a responsibility to do this, and in return, you will get this. When you start teaching your kids that way, they start learning at an early age to respect the value of dollars. They start learning to respect the value of finances. You're giving them a crash course in financial literacy, meaning at 4 years old, if they don't want to do this and they feel like they can throw the temper tantrum and that's going to get them what they want, and then they see, no, that's not working, sooner or later, psychologically, it's going to click in their brain. And you as the parent got to keep your word. If you say you was going to do it, you got to do it, because you can't have them go in there and say, let me do it, and then they do it, and then you revert back on your word and don't give it to them. No, they do it, you give them what you said. Now that's teaching them, hey, I'm supposed to do this, and in return, I get this. That's how the world works. And you're implementing the real world into their brain. But now you're going to come back and educate them the other side of the real world as well. You're going to be able to show them, okay, you see this? I gave you this because you did what I asked and you earned it. So since you earned that, that's what you're supposed to get. But I want you to also prepare yourself, because we have to also remember, in the real world, no matter if you got 90% good, you're still going to have 10% bad. So you're going to have some people where you're going to have to go in there and you might do something and they going to renege on what they're supposed to do for you. Now, the thing about this situation when they renege is all about how you handle the situation. You don't have to get violent with a person because they renege on something. You got several different options that you can take. You can take them to court and you can sue them for it. You can put a lien on their property to get it. Or you can just walk away and say, you know what? That wasn't a lesson. That wasn't a loss. That was a lesson. And I just know not to deal with that person no more. So now you taught them 90% of the time, I'm going to get this. But it could be a 10% time where you got 5% where I might have to fight with a person to put a lien and put all these different things on them in order to get it. Or you got the other side of it to where you might not get it at all. But no matter which way it goes, you're going to be able to teach and have a productive citizen that's going to come into the world. So for this mama to hold her child accountable for his actions, I support it 1,000%. Because if she let him get away with it, then when he come out here to the world, he gonna feel like his mom let him get away with it. He can do wrong to somebody else, and they can get away. He can get away with it with them when that's not reality. So understanding, we need more mothers like this. We need more mothers that hold their child to be accountable. Not that's my baby, that's my little Pookie, and little Pookie running around here terrorizing the hell out of people. Because I ain't got time to be dealing with little Pookie or little Keisha. That ain't got. I just ain't got the mentality to be dealing with your bad kids. If you got some bad kids, keep they bad in your house, because ain't nobody finna put up with that. That's just not gonna be the way that it's gonna go. A strong mother or a strong father raises a strong man or a strong woman. That's just how it goes, man. So look, we're gonna wrap this up, man. I just want to tell y'all, that's real love. Not covering for your child, but correcting them, because you want to see them be successful in life. Accountability builds men and women. Excuses, that just cause problems. So don't make excuses for them. Hold them accountable. She got Mailman, man. We rock with it. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, man. I rock with y'all. I love y'all. Hey, we're going to keep doing this thing, man. We're going to keep traveling the world. We're going to keep on having fun. We're going to keep on making money. We're going to keep giving back to people. We're just going to have a amazing, prosperous life, man. And I want the same thing that I'm giving to myself. I'm going to educate and share with y'all so y'all can give it to yourself. Because I'm not going to give y'all nothing, but I give y'all everything.